Okay, everyone, we'll get started officially in about 5 minutes. We're just waiting for more people to arrive. If you can't hear me, let me know now so I can fix it now before we get started. Perfect. can let me know in chat. Will we use chat box to communicate right now? Okay. All right. We'll get started. Oh, we have a couple more people who are asking in. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the finale of our 14th annual Yarn Hop. So before we get started, just a little housekeeping things. Please make sure to turn off your video until the end of the raffle. That's just so that everybody can see all of our raffle prizes. So please make sure to turn off your phone during the raffle portion of the evening, and then we'll allow everybody is able to put their videos back on when we do the Stitch Night after the raffle concludes. That way you'll be able to see me. You can also, if you go to the right-hand side of your screen at the top and click on the little chat box, you'll be able to, it'll open up the chat on the right-hand side, and it'll open up a list of people as well underneath the same menu. You can press the little rectangle that says my name, and you'll be able to pin this screen to your screen so that you're viewing our raffle prizes during the evening. Okay. All right. So just for the people who just joined us, sorry for repeating it for everybody else who has already heard it once, just make sure to please mute your microphone and turn off your video during the raffle portion until the end of the raffle. And we'll have our videos back on for the Stitch Night portion of the evening. So to pin my screen so you can see the raffles, just go to the top right-hand corner of your screen right now. There'll be a little box on the top that has a little chat window. Press that button, it'll come up with the menu on the right-hand side of your screen, and you'll be able to select the one that says Emily Gillies and pin it to your screen. So that'll be the only one that you'll see for the raffle. And that way you'll be able to see me while I speak, and you'll also be able to see all of our raffle prizes, which I have here behind me. Okay, so we do ask that you please turn off your videos and mute your microphones during the first part of the evening, and then we'll have our videos on during the Stitch Night portion. Okay, how's everyone doing tonight? I think we're going to get started. So, my name is Emily. You may know me from the Great Toronto Yarn Hop social media. And today we have moderating our chat. We have Patricia and Michaela, who will be moderating our chat on the Google Meet, and Mike is moderating our YouTube live stream. Okay, so both options are available for chat and both are being monitored. I can check the waiting room right now. working now. We'll double check that. Okay. So just to check, can everybody hear me? Everybody can see me? If you can't see me, you can go to the people section on the right-hand side of your screen and pin this box. Great. Thank you, Trina. Okay, so welcome everyone. I hope you've had an excellent week shopping at all of the yarn stores this week and catching up with us on our social media and keeping in touch. We want to start off this evening with a brief land acknowledgement. We want to acknowledge that the space that the Yarn Hop takes place on is the traditional territory of many nations, including but not limited to the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, the Anishinaabe, the Mississaugas of the Credit, and is now home to many diverse Indigenous peoples. We want to recognize the decades of genocide, cultural erasure, and systemic racism in our society, and encourage the active reconciliation and reflection on all levels of our lives. Thank you for joining us for our event. This is what we are hosting in lieu of our typical dinner evening. As you may know from previous years, normally all of our teams meet up at a local restaurant and we host our raffle there. That's not going to work this year, so we're doing it virtually. So, the Great Toronto Yarn Hop is run and always has been run by a group of volunteers. And we have 3 core guiding goals, and that is to support our local indie yarn businesses, to fundraise for Sistering, which is a local women's shelter in the West End that serves Toronto's most vulnerable women, and to bring our local fiber community together to have fun. So this year, we really want to thank you for taking a leap with us into this alternate online format for our event. We knew earlier this year that we wouldn't be able to run our event typically during the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's important to us now more than ever to continue to support Sistering and our local yarn stores. And we thoroughly appreciate everybody who has participated in our 14th year. So as you may know, the proceeds of our event go to Sistering, a multi-service agency for at-risk socially isolated women in Toronto. And by purchasing your Around the GTA in 7 Days passport, all of the proceeds of your purchase are going towards Sistering. All of the proceeds of your raffle tickets to have a chance to win all of these beautiful prizes are going to Sistering directly. We also want to sincerely thank all of our participating stores this year. We couldn't hold this event without you, and we are truly grateful for your generosity and your support during this week. And we're happy that we were able to provide a little bit of an uptick in sales during your slower season, and especially during the pandemic. Okay. So, everything's working. Okay, so our local yarn stores are the cornerstones of our fiber community. And we want to thank them for what they do for our crafters year round. And again, we want to thank everybody who made purchases at our participating stores this week. And we wish you all happy crafting. With that said, I want to welcome Trina Evans, who is the owner of Spin Me a Yarn in Etobicoke, to speak tonight to everybody here at our live stream. So Trina, you can unmute yourself and we can.
Hi, Emily, can you hear me okay? Frozen. Oh, terrific. Thank you. Thanks, Amanda. Hello, everybody. And I just wanted to start with a thank you to the volunteer team at the Great Toronto Yarn Hop. As you said so eloquently, Emily, it's a really great opportunity that you provide all the local yarn stores in the GTA area. Summer is notoriously quiet, but you don't make it quiet for us this week. The week was fantastic. We really enjoyed getting an opportunity to have new people. We had opened up to appointments this week, so we had some new people coming into the store. Lots of people taking advantage of our online opportunity, of the online store that we have. But more than anything, I'm in the event planning industry in my other life, and I know fully what goes into planning an event. And so for you guys to pivot and to create something that was a week long, that gave everybody an opportunity for accessing all the stores, still getting discounts, introducing people to new yarn providers was terrific. So really great, and I'm sure everyone will join. Kudos to your team for continuing to do this. And I'm hoping maybe consideration for next year is to do a hybrid where you can still offer it to people outside of the GTA as well as the hop itself, which is a great way to bring people together. But thank you. You guys were amazing for arranging it. And as I mentioned, we really enjoyed getting to see new people. We had lots of fun with our South Beach Yarn Company. We did a virtual trunk show with Barb, who is 3 hours away from here, and got to showcase her yarns, which was a great opportunity as well. So terrific fundraising for Sistering. Great that your numbers are higher this year. That's even better news. We did lots of shipping out to Mississauga. We actually shipped out to Calgary. We shipped up north, so lots of people were taking advantage. So I think that's also terrific news. We did, in addition to the discount that we were offered, we have our own draw that we were doing outside of yours. We've given our Lambert's Cozy Tozy sock yarn as a raffle prize. But we're doing our draw tomorrow, and definitely looking forward to having you join us on our Instagram Live at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, Emily. Anyone who purchased and used their Yarn Hop coupon, ballot went into a draw for them, and we're donating an extra $1 for everyone that used the coupon. We haven't tallied up yet, but probably an extra $50 that Spin Me Yarn is going to be able to donate in addition to what you collected. So thank you very much, ladies. And just wanted, this is a Ginger Snap That t-shirt I'm wearing, but I just thought I would share it for those that haven't seen it before. It kind of sums up that from this badass knitter, a great thank you to all of you and to everybody who shopped with us this week. And we hope to see you again in the next 12 months before next year's Yarn Hop.
Thank you, Trina. Thank you for your kind words. Before we kick off our raffle, we're going to be raffling off the prize donated from Spin Me a Yarn first. But before we kick it off, I just want to give a friendly reminder for those who are just joining us that please pop your questions and your comments into the chat box. We have people who are actively responding to your questions, and I can see them as well on the screen for everyone who puts their questions into the chat box. And please make sure your video is off and your mic is muted until the end of the raffle. And once we raffle off all the prizes, we'll do the stitch night. But first, please make sure your video is off and your mic is muted. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to start for our raffle with this lovely prize donated by Spin Me a Yarn. So part of this prize is this little pin, which I hope you can see. It's adorable. It's a little Lambert pin. And a skein of sock yarn that's self-striping. So what I'm going to do is I have a picture of this prize because it's the one that we don't have. Oops. We have a picture of this prize, but I'm just going to pop by. It's just not doing what I expected it to. You have until the stores coupons are valid. So their stores coupons are either valid until they close tonight or until they are until they decide at midnight. It would be dependent on the store. So Spin Me a Yarn donated this lovely skein of sock yarn. I'm just pulling up the photo of it right now because it's truly adorable. And we don't have it here behind me, but for all of our other stores, we do have them. The price is right here. Okay. Chrome tab. So now you can see on my screen right there, there should be a picture of this sock set and this little Lambert pin, which is an adorable, adorable Lambert pin. raffle, all of your tickets are in our wheel. And you'll be able to see it on Patricia, are we doing it on one of the other screens? There'll be a wheel that'll pop up, and that'll show our, it will show all of the names going off for our automated draw. And so instead of me having a bag and drawing a number, we're gonna do it through this online system. So you should be able to see that soon. Yep, so it's from the Great Toronto Yarn Hop screen. If you click on the Great Toronto Yarn Hop, you'll be able to see right now a wheel going around and around and around, and it's going to land on the winner of the sock set from Simia Yard. So congratulations, Autumn Meek. We will make sure to send you an email later this evening. We'll send everyone who wins later this evening a gift. So, congratulations. Okay, our next prizes are things that are donated by some of our participating yarn stores. We have 3 yarn stores who have donated, they've each donated a $25 gift card for a raffle. We're gonna start off by raffling off all these gift cards, and then we'll move on to some of our other yarn related prizes. And so first, we're going to we're going to raffle off a $25 gift card to the Knitting Loft. The Knitting Loft is Toronto's only mother-daughter owned store. They carry a really lovely variety of hard to find products. And so there's yarns that they carry that you can't find anywhere else. I'm sure whoever is the lucky winner of this card will find something really lovely to devote it to. So let's spin the wheel. Let's see who wins the gift card. Congratulations, Jacqueline Ramoglen. You have just won a $25 gift card to the Knitting Loft. Okay, now our next gift card is from Knit-O-Matic. So Knit-O-Matic is just south of St. Clair on Bathurst. They're kind of nice and central, and they carry a really good variety of yarn for almost any project you could think of. So Haley, who's the owner, who couldn't join us tonight, but she wants to let everybody know that she is truly grateful for everyone's support and appreciates their kindness. So we'll raffle off a $25 gift card to Knit-O-Matic. Congratulations, Dave! Okay, and last but not least, we have a $25 gift card to Yarns Untangled to give away. So Yarns Untangled is in Kensington Market, and their specialty is in Canadian hand-dyed yarn. So they have an entire wall in their store that's all Canadian producers. And within that niche, they specialize in really lovely local products. You can find quite a few dyers. I'm sure you can find a dyer whoever wins this gift card who is new to you and very exciting. So we'll send off our next prize is our $25 gift card to Yarns Untangled. Okay, congratulations, Wendy. Okay, excellent. So that concludes our prizes from stores. So now we're going to move on to raffle prizes that were donated by our sponsors. So our sponsors are yarn companies and local dyers in Ontario. And we're going to start with the 3 prizes that we have graciously donated by Aberdeen's Wool Company in Lindsay. Aberdeen's Wool Company made three. We're going to start with this pickle jar. It has 40 little wee skeins in it, a pattern, and a set of needles. So it's a really lovely combination of all entirely hand-dyed yarn. Each wee skein is about 20 yards each, and it includes with the pattern and everything for you to make something really interesting. So we'll be raffling off our pickle jar from Aberdeen Wool and Tangled Poets next. Congratulations, Kimberly! You just won a Tangled Poets pickle jar. For those who would still lusting after one of these jars, they are available on Aberdeen's Wool Company's website to buy online. So also from Aberdeen's Wool Company and Tangled Poets, we have these 2 more prizes, and each of these prizes includes 4 skeins of gorgeous hand-dyed yarn from their Australia collection. The Australia collection was released earlier this year during the forest fires in Australia, and the proceeds of it went to fire relief. And so the proceeds of this yarn, if you go to Aberdeen's Wool Company and you purchase it today, $5 from each skein is going to the Australia Zoo Wildlife Warriors, the Australia Zoo Wildlife Warriors, which is an animal hospital in Australia with a mission to rehabilitate animals currently affected by loss of habitat. And so we have these 4 skeins right over here, these bottom 4. Let me pick them up for you. This is what we're going to raffle off right now so we can spin the wheel and see who wins. Congratulations, Susan! You've won these 4 beautiful skeins of Tangled Poets yarn. They are truly lovely. Each one, we have 4 more to raffle off right here. So our next prize is these top 4 skeins. I'm going to grab the purple one right here to show you. Each of these colorways is named after an Australian animal. And these are in their backpacker sock yarn. Their backpacker sock base, which is an 80% merino, 20% nylon. It's an extra big skein, so you can get an entire shawl just out of one. They're really lovely. And we're going to raffle off these up 4 right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see who wins. Congratulations, Carolyn. Okay, up next, we have our prizes for Malabrigo. So for Malabrigo, gave us, we have 4 prizes from them. Each include 5 skeins of Malabrigo worsted. So we'll raffle off each of these 4 prizes. The first one is for 5 of this particular colorway right here, this really gorgeous, super soft, single ply Malabrigo wool in some reds and oranges and teals and greens. The really beautiful rainbow colorway. It would make some great pride garments in this Malabrigo worsted weight yarn. So our first prize is 5 skeins of these from Malabrigo. Congratulations! You've just won these 5 skeins right up here. Next, we're going to move right down the line to these 5, also from Malabrigo, also Malabrigo worsted. This really nice pink and kind of coppery colorway. This is called, it's colorway 310 on their worsted base. You get lots of yarn with this prize. Each skein is 100 grams and has 210 yards. So we'll see who wins these 5 skeins in this colorway from Malabrigo. Congratulations. You just won these 5 skeins right here of this Malabrigo yarn. Our next prize is we have 2 more Malabrigo prizes to raffle off. One in the colorway that we did before with this nice kind of rainbow worsted weight single ply yarn, and another in the pink colorway. So we'll do those right now. Right now we're raffling off for this prize right here. Congratulations, Megan Keller. And our last prize for Malabrigo tonight, we have these 5 skeins here right at the bottom in that same kind of pink and copper colorway in their worsted weights. You get lots of yarn with this prize, and they're going to Jennifer. Congratulations. There we go. Okay, that covers all of our Malabrigo prizes, prizes that were generously donated by Malabrigo. Our next prize is from Barocco. So they donated us this beautiful, beautiful prize pack that includes, I'll unzip it for you so you can get a better look. It includes this little pattern book that comes with a whole bunch of different designs. It's upside down, but it's going to be mirrored anyway, so you won't be able to see the text. But a whole bunch of different designs suited for the yarn included right here. And you get 10 balls of this yarn in this really nice kind of olivey, mustardy yellow color that's so popular right now. So we're going to spin the wheel and see who's the lucky winner for this prize. Congratulations, Margaret. We'll be sending you this whole pile of yarn. All right. Our next prizes are from Sugarbush. So Sugarbush Yarns is a Canadian yarn company, and they source a whole bunch of really nice products. So the first one we're going to raffle off includes a pattern, 5 balls of this really lovely yarn. This is Sugarbush Bliss in this orange colorway. And it is, I'm just going to tell you the fiber content real quick. It's 70% extra fine superwash merino, 20% mulberry silk, and 10% cashmere. You get enough yarn. You get 5 balls of this yarn, which is enough to make the included pattern. Plus, you get, if I can grab them, some little maple candies and the cutest little bottle of maple syrup. Right here. This is Sugarbush Yarns. So you have to get maple syrup. So the lucky winner of this prize, let's see who the lucky winner of this prize is. Congratulations, Nadia. You just won 5 balls of Sugarbush Bliss, a pattern, and some lovely little maple syrup. So Sugarbush was kind enough to donate 2 prizes to us. So we have another prize pack also from Sugarbush Yarns that we're going to raffle off next. So this one contains different yarn. I'm not going to take it off the hook this time. I'm just going to grab it from here so I can show you. It has 3 skeins of their motley base. Now this color, you just have to look at it really nice. It's quite lovely. It's got some navy blue and some oranges to it and a gray kind of slide together base. It also comes with a pattern for a wrap and a little bottle of maple syrup and some maple candies. So let's see who the lucky winner of this second Sugarbush prize is. Congratulations, Laura! You just won this Sugarbush prize pack. Okay, so next up, 2 of prizes actually donated by me. So I have a small dyeing company. You're actually in my dye studio right now. And I've kind of reconfigured for tonight's evening. So the first prize that I have for us to raffle off today is a sweater quantity of BFL fingering. So this is my 2-ply BFL base. This is in Mom Jeans. So we're going to raffle off a sweater quantity of Emily C. Gillies yarn, including a contrasting skein, so that you could do something with a really nice color work yoke or color work hem. So the winner of the Emily C. Gillies sweater quantity is Allison. Congratulations. Okay, and I have a second prize that I've donated from my own yarn line, and that is this limited edition Resolve kit. So I have a one-of-a-kind skein in this nice little kind of speckly colorway, and a skein of this blue yarn. This is called Mom Jeans, and it includes a pattern code for Kyle Vay's Vector Knit's latest cowl design, which is the Resolve cowl. And so you'll get a code for a digital download for this design, which is lovely, by Kyle Vay, and the yarn to make it. And so the winner of the Resolve kit is Lauren. Congratulations. So the pattern is the Resolve cowl by Vector Knits. So Vector Knits on Ravelry is how you can find it, or on Instagram if Ravelry is unfriendly to you right now. He's on Vector Knits on both Instagram and on Ravelry. So our last prize for the evening, we're almost finished and then we'll start stitch night. So our very last prize for the evening is also by an indie dyer. It's donated to us by Stitch Noir. So Stitch Noir is a indie dyer based out of Hamilton, and she specializes in really luscious, depthful colorways. Like look at those black speckles going through this gradient. They are truly something special. So this particular base is 100% superwash merino. It's single ply. It's super, super soft. It kind of goes from a teal to this royal blue to this black and gray colorway. It's very, very beautiful. And that's by Stitch Noir in Hamilton. So her yarns are available on her Etsy shop. And she does periodic updates, and you can find out when her Etsy shop is updated on Instagram. And if you follow her on Instagram, she's Stitch Noir Fiber Arts on Instagram. So we're going to raffle off to see who the lucky winner of this gradient is. Congratulations, Megan! You just won this beautiful, beautiful gradient, and I bet it would make a gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. All right. So, okay. Let me put that back up here. We'll just pop that over there. That concludes all of our prizes for the evening. I just want to say thank you again to everybody who purchased an Around the GTA in 7 Days passport this year, and to everyone who purchased extra raffle tickets. You are helping us help Sistering, and we're truly, truly grateful for it. So we also want to extend a big thanks to all of our raffle prize sponsors. We wouldn't be able to raffle them off without you. And a huge, huge thank you to all of the stores who participated this week, both in offering discount codes for your passports and in their donations of gift cards and prizes. So thank you to our participants for purchasing items at our local yarn stores this week. That truly means the world to them. So that concludes the raffle part of our evening. Congratulations to all of the winners. I will be emailing you before the end of the day. And your prizes will all be shipped out tomorrow afternoon. So we wish everyone an excellent evening. If you're only here for the raffle, then feel free to sign off. If you'd like to stay please feel free to have your face on, your phone on when you're talking, and we'll also chat. So we just want to say, before we start officially this night, thank you for coming to our live event. Thank you for shopping all week long at our local stores. And thank you for joining us for our 14th year. And we hope that we can see you next year for our 15th year of the Yarn Hop. So, okay, we'll start the Stitch night now. So just a couple little formalities before we officially start this. We have officially started the Stitch night, but just a couple formalities we're going to go over real quick. So please feel free to turn your videos on, show us what you're making, tell us about your purchases this week. As a courtesy to everyone, please make sure your microphone is muted unless you're talking, and feel free to use the chat function as well. So now it's kind of the social side of our event, so you're more than welcome to show off your projects. We'd love to see if you have your hauls from the stores where you've picked up yarn this week at. We'd love to see the yarn you picked up. Yes. All right. I'm going to mute my microphone, and we are ready to start our Stitch night. Want to participate in Stitch night, it is entirely optional. You are more than welcome just to participate in our raffle. And congratulations again to all of our raffle prize winners.
Emily, I just want to say thanks so much for all your hard work on this and raising this money for Sistering. It's really great and very appreciated by many, many people.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. And our whole team, our whole admin team that holds the hop every year really appreciates everybody's thanks. So
Emily and team, how many passports did you end up selling in the end?
I don't remember the exact number. It was just under 300. We haven't calculated the exact total yet, but we did raise just over $5,300 for Sistering. So we'll publish our official donation amount later this week once we calculate everything and send it off to Sistering.
So my only last question, and then I'll go, is what are you guys going to do now it's over for this year? Are you going to relax this week and actually knit?
We usually have the month of August is kind of, we'll go through all of the feedback from this year's event over the next week or two. And then the month of August is like is the break month. And then in September or October, we start planning next year's hop. And I handle our social media year round. So you always get to see me on our social media channels. So I hope that answers your question. I'm not sure if it does.
It does. I would imagine you all get a well-earned break, because I was just checking with Namita. She said there's 7 of you in total that volunteer to do it at the hop, which is great. I've only ever met personally 3 of you. So I don't know, is it possible just to let us know who the others are?
It is possible.
I know you might not be all available.
We all do, like, what I'll tell you is we all do different things. So we have a couple people, we have Patricia and Mike who handle our website, and Namita and Carly who handle the majority of communication with the stores every year and with people, which is super important. We have Vanessa and Michaela who are kind of our idea a huge amount of the planning and creating our event and processing all of our feedback and processing all of the decisions that need to be made for the next year. So it's a big event and it's a lot of moving pieces. And so the 7 of us all have different parts to play, different roles to play, and we're looking forward to planning next year's hop. So to answer, Amanda, to answer your question on for past years, because we would have teams, our ticket sales would be limited by our the teams of our event. So 300 is more than we would normally sell because normally there's a cap, if that makes sense. But we also, in considerations for making this event as accessible as possible, we lowered the cost of our tickets from what it would normally be to attend our in-person event. And so we were able to have quite a few more people participate this year than we'd have had previous years.
Hi, Emily. I'm wondering why people couldn't buy tickets after, like during the week. I talked to a friend and she had forgotten it was Tuesday and tickets weren't still available.
Raffle tickets were available all week long.
No, not
in order
raffle.
to keep our
Yeah.
to keep our events fair for the people who purchased our passports, we released everything on the 9th, and then they were valid on the 11th. So when the tickets were valid, we stopped the sale of them.
Huh.
Which is
Okay.
normally how our event would work as well during a typical year, is we would not sell tickets to the event after it had started.
Yeah,
so it was
but
just a decision we made. We can take it into consideration for next year for sure if we decide to do something online.
yeah, I just think with it being open all week for purchasing, I think if people had missed the event or heard about all of it going on Instagram, there was no benefit to buying it earlier or later. You still would get the coupon codes. I mean, some of the stores might have sold out of things that you might have wanted, depending on how busy the stores were. But otherwise, I think having the ticket sales going all week even would, because I mean, you can do a lot of damage at a store in a day online.
Yeah, well, we can take it into
Just a thought.
consideration for
Yeah.
next year, but for this year, that's how we did it.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Emily. It's Amelia from Yarns Untangled. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me. Can you
I can
not?
hear
If you
you.
can hear me, Emily? Good. Okay, cool. Let me see what happens if I turn on my camera. This is my first ever Hangouts. So I don't know if you guys can hear me or if you can just see me. But I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who bought a passport and who participated. This year was actually really fantastic. I will say I was super nervous. I was excited that the HOP team wanted to do it again. And I was kind of not sure how it would turn out, but I was really, really pleased with the plan they came up with, and it was really great. And everybody came out in droves. So it was, at least I'm sure I speak for every shop that we were really, really just happy that it ran. And I know I can speak for us in that it was just, it was the highlight of the summer, even though it was still weird. I really hope next summer we can be back to normal and we can see all the teams coming in and we can have snacks for you guys and find out what you got at the other shops and everything. But for now, this is a pretty excellent replacement. So thanks you guys for coming and for running it again. And I'm gonna mute myself now. Bye.
Thank you, Amelia. We really appreciate that feedback.
Hi, my name's Amber, and I'm just going to jump in here quickly and say thank you to all the stores that managed to get a web presence up and running in a matter of a month or two to be able to do this, because I know that a lot of the stores just previously just had, pictures of a couple pieces of yarn or say, come into our store, we sell this type. But to have enough on there for me to be able to browse through to find something that I wanted to buy was really helpful. So.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And I'm sure all of the stores who are here, you are the feedback we've gotten so far has been really positive. And from the stores who weren't able to make it tonight as well, they've passed on to us how how their week went. So we're glad to hear that it went on as well.
Hello, it's Jen, Jen Heemstra. I was able to pop into Creative Yarns today and Romney, and I'd also bought some stuff at other stores this week. So my visa is very, very tired, but I got some, I don't even know if you guys can see me because I have no idea, but at Creative Yarns today, I found some gorgeous tweed by Joey Long that I had never seen before. And I bought a color I would never buy, bright yellow. And it was really nice to go in and actually touch yarns again and see the odd person. It was lovely.
Hey,
Thanks,
Jen,
Jen. It's
can
so
you hold
nice
that
to see
yarn?
what people have.
Hold it up closer, yeah, in front of your face, and then we can see it if you hold it still. There you go. Nice.
Yeah, if anybody wants to tell us about the stores that they were able to visit or shop online at this week, or anything that they're particularly excited about, any projects they're starting or anything that they've got,
I just
please
want
feel
to
that you're more
say,
than welcome.
I ordered yarn on Monday from Purple Pearl, and it arrived Tuesday morning. I was so shocked at how quickly it showed up at my door, given all of the complaints I've been hearing about Canada Post. So I was pleasantly surprised by how quickly it showed up. I'm currently working on Weekender Light. I don't know if you can see, and it's Julie Aslin Fino from Purple Pearl.
I also bought some yellow yarn, which was a different for me. I got it from Creative Yarns. Again, I bought it on the weekend and it was at my door Monday. So Canada Post was rocking it this week, I think. I'm making the beekeeper cardigan out of that. Anyway, thank you.
Both of those sound like really exciting projects.
Hi, everyone. It's Michaela. And just quickly, I shopped from a few stores, but only one has arrived so far. So I'll just show those. I got from Knitomatic, one of my local yarn stores. So I got a skein of Malabrigo. This is the Malabrigo Rios, and there's a colorway Indicita or Indicita that I'd wanted for a while, so I grabbed that. And then she had some lovely Barocco vintage yarn on, and I just loved this color. I have no idea what I'm going to make from them yet, but something someday. And huge thanks to all the shops. It was just a great week to shop for yarn and other things. Oh, and I'm working on a We Are Knitters cardigan for my daughter who's about to move away to Quebec to work. So lovely to be knitting with 100% wool in the middle of summer at 34-degree weather.
So I didn't buy any wool this week, only needles from Knitomatic, but I got this this walk from the Knitting Loft, and I'm making this this test knit from the Kalon Lace Co., which has a fantastic lace and mosaic pattern in the yoke. So, but what I realized now that I'm most of the way through is that my mosaic gauge is much larger than my stockinette, so I'll know that for next time.
I'm also working on a test knit for Melanie Bird. And it's a mosaic shawl. You've probably seen it on Instagram. Kind of looks like mermaid tail or honeycomb, but good knit. Should be out soon.
Hi, my name's Ingrid. This is my first yarn hop. And one of the reasons I signed up was, hi Trina. One of the reasons I signed up is because it was virtual, because I don't really have time on a Saturday because of my personal job to buzz around the city on a July Saturday to all the different stores, although I'd love to. So I did a lot of hauling, I call it, yarn hauling at Trina's store. I went to Romney's, I went to Yarn Untangles, and I also ordered something from the store in Scarborough, Creative Yarns, I think. And I spent more than I should have, but that's okay. I'm cooped up and I'm going to keep knitting.
That's great to hear. We're glad that more people were able to participate this year due to our event being virtual. It had the benefit of being friendly for people outside of the GTA and keeping everybody safe during COVID-19. So I did hear from someone who had purchased my yarn before, who lives in Thunder Bay, who is very excited to be able to join this year's event. So we're glad to be getting that kind of feedback too. Very exciting to have a wider audience than typical years. It's an unexpected benefit of our virtual event. We're glad you enjoyed it, Ingrid.
Thank you, I did. It was a lot of fun because this time I made sure that when I went shopping, I had a pattern with me in mind.
Someone was just asking about why I've got this going through my necklace. I've actually got a hook on my, just hanging on my necklace because I Portuguese knit instead of having the pin through my shirt. So, and I find it much easier on my thumbs than regular like continental or English style knitting.
I have a purchase to show off, if that's okay. Hello? Okay, I don't know if you can see me because I'm not showing on the screen. So
we can see you.
From Spin Me a Yarn, I got this great South Beach yarn because they had a trunk show at Spin Me a Yarn. And this is the color that she did for the yarn crawl, actually. It's called Hop On Over to South Beach. So it's got lots of blues and turquoise and sand, and it's got the net. It's fingering, but it's quite lovely and soft, which a lot of Tweedy yarns aren't usually. And I know the trunk show is only on until today, but I got a whole bunch of minis, and they had her, the lady who dyes it, I forget her name already, but They had her, Trina had her, Trina, that's right. Trina had her on Instagram Live last week, and she had made these really cute socks out of minis, and they're just ankle socks. So it takes one each of a mini for a sock and a contrast color. So 3 minis to do the little ankle socks. It was so cute. So I bought a whole bunch of minis because she had like a gazillion colors there. So that was one of my many scores, but I really like this South Beach. It's gorgeous. And there's some really fun colors. So, and not all of it has the neps. So if anybody likes that, you better grab them because I think the trunk show's over today. And oh, I got this really cute pin too that proved to be very appropriate the other night because a whole bunch of us stayed on a knit chat way too late, and it's called, she's got a few different ones, but this one says I knit past my bedtime. So it's quite appropriate for me because most nights I stay up way too late. And that's it. I had much more, but that's all I'm going to show off because you don't need to see all of it. I don't have all of it right here either.
Hi, Emily. It's Namita. I'm part of the admin team for the Great Toronto Yarn Hop, and I got from the Knit Cafe their exclusive colorway for Lichen and Lace's Mohair Marsh, which is in the fox color. So it's an exclusive color for the Knit Cafe. And because they showed it this week on their Instagram, the new base from Brooklyn Tweed called Dapple, which is a cotton and wool combination, which I had to get a sweater quantity in, and it's very lofty. But that was my week's damage for the Yarn Hop.
Hi everyone, I'm Susie. Nice to meet y'all. Happy to be here. I'm knitting on beginnings of Vertices Unite by Stephen West. But okay, so I bought a lot of yarn this week. And I'm like, on the one hand, I want to show everybody, but on the other hand, I want to like hide in shame. But so I'm gonna show, I have it all laid out on my floor and I want to show you guys. Can you guys see? Isn't that ridiculous? What have I done? What is wrong with me?
That's awesome.
I have like 4 sweater quantities. When am I gonna make 4 sweaters? I'm in school. I'm like, I have classes and assignments to do. I'm not gonna knit 4 sweaters. But apparently I am. So that's my haul.
That's exciting. Picking up a new sweater quantity or 2 or 3 or 4 is always so exciting.
I feel the same way because I've been purchasing sweater quantities lately. I think I have about 4 or 5 sweaters in my queue right now. It's not good.
I must admit, we've been talking about it in our knitting social group, and so I've done so far since COVID, I've done 3 shawls, I've done 3 tees, I've done a full length sweater, and that's just since March. Like, it's amazing. The tees, especially like sweaters, they're like 1 a month right now. They're just coming off the needles. I think a lot of people are finding that, and so it's perfect time to buy all that yarn.
Oh, that makes me feel a lot better. Thank you.
actually, I also bought a lot of yarn for sweaters too. And I'm not a fast knitter, as Trina can tell you. I pull out a lot of things before they get finished. So no worries there. I've got the Weekender on. That's what I bought today. I'm going to do Pearl Soho vest. I have a Spring Breeze pullover. And then a couple of other things that I'm going to do as well. So I'm going to be busy.
That's great. I also bought for the Weekender from the Knit Cafe. I bought a bunch of Brooklyn tweed specifically for a Weekender. I mean, my excuse was at least I have patterns in mind for all the yarn that I bought. Like, it's not like I just sort of willy-nilly bought a bunch of yarn. It's like, no, I have stuff I want to make with this. So.
The good thing with us being all knitters, you don't have to excuse yourself to us. We all agree. I think we all did the same thing.
This is true.
And with all the other events being canceled, it's like, well, you know, this is our chance to get it and even save a little bit of money. The only bad thing is recently I got my husband on Instagram, and you were saying to post pictures of your things that you bought. Now he follows me, and I'm like, ah.
Oh, you've been found out.
Yeah, so I'm not posting, but it makes me angry.
Can people who have like knitting Instagram accounts post their things on the chat so I can follow y'all's and see what projects you're making?
That's a great idea.
I'm not great at buying sweater quantities of stuff. I tend to buy a lot of single sock skeins. So I have like 100 or 200 socks in my future. And can you guys see? Because I can't tell, but I got 2 things of South Beach from Spin Me a Yarn, and 2 things of Rowan and Raven from Passionate that I think is going to become a Clara scarf.
And did everybody see Trina's suggestion about doing a mid-year online social and seeing what we've knit up from our hop purchases? Is that something we might be able to put together?
Yeah, we could start putting something down for Instagram for that. Let me write that down.
Yeah, throw that on the list.
That's a great idea. We could definitely keep tabs on people. We'll come up with a hashtag for that in the next 24 hours, and we'll put it out on our Instagram story so that as you're working on stuff, you'll have a specific hashtag to use. And as always, you can tag us in your Instagram post if you post about something that you made with yarn during the hop. And if you tag us at the Great Toronto Yarn Hop on Instagram, then we'll see it and we'll be able to share it and comment on your posts and all that stuff. But yes, it's a great idea. Thank you, Trina. You always have such great ideas.
I bought along with, you know, regular yarns and stuff for knitting in the winter, I've been kind of going nuts on cotton and silk and linen and all of the blends for summer. And I discovered at Romney today a Noro that I had never seen before called Sonata. And it's cotton viscose silk with a little bit of polyamide. It feels amazing, and it's super soft, and it comes in gorgeous colors. So I bought 2 sweaters worth, of course, because that's what I do.
I didn't get a chance before when I got it. My whip right now is, I don't know if anyone's seen the Meet Me at Midnight. It's Cheryl, from the designer. Cheryl Faust. And I decided it's a nice big one. It's mosaic, so it starts like this, but then it gets into heavy mosaic. So that's why I'm not knitting on it right now. But I'm using bamboo pop. Purchased at Spin Me a Yarn, surprise, surprise. But I'm using the bamboo pop because it's 50% bamboo and 50% cotton. So I want to make a really big shawl for the summer that when we're sitting outside and those evenings get cold, you can wrap without having the heat of the wool. So I'm quite excited about the colors, and it's really nice feel to it. So that's my work in progress when I'm not on a social call.
So how many projects do most people have on their needles right now? I'm just curious because I'm usually I'm usually a 2 project person, but now I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5, so.
Isn't that like asking a married couple what their sex life is like? Isn't that a very personal question?
Too many projects. I need to finish more projects and not start new ones, but I keep getting distracted by pretty yarn.
I have at least 5, and one of them has been on the needles for at least 10 years. And all I have to do is the sleeves and put them in, and then do the trim around the body. It's a cardigan, straight cardigan. I got busy in between, so what can I say? Trina made me go back to knitting.
I think that question's just as bad as asking how big someone's stash is, isn't it?
I just want to add, for those, when Ingrid blames me for her going back to knitting, just a bit of history on that. Ingrid was actually my real estate agent who helped me find the store space for Spin Me a Yarn. And she came over one evening while we were talking about the contract for it and everything else. And obviously she knew what I was looking for. And she said, you know, I used to knit a fair amount, but I haven't knitted for a while. And after she left, I thought, okay, a lot of people say that, right? You hear that a lot. But she's become a staple at the store. So she's in there. We open on a normal time, 5 days a week. Ingrid's in there at least 3 days a week knitting, and she has just done all kinds of projects and great stuff. But it just goes to show it's always interesting when someone goes, oh, I used to knit a long time ago. It's like, we can get you back knitting. So yeah, big thank you to Ingrid for finding our space for us to make it happen.
Regarding projects that had been unfinished for a long time, I am currently wearing this cute Juliette Cardi thing. So I bought this yarn at a store that has been gone for over 10 years. It was on Queen Street East. It was called The Naked Sheep, for anybody who might remember. And so it's Rowan Cocoon, and I love this, and I bought all that stuff. And I had knit the entire thing, and all I had to do was put the buttons on, and it took 5 years. So, you know, but now I have it.
And it looks fabulous, so it's worth it.
Stitch Noir, are you on? I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's weird. It says your mic is on, but we can't hear you. I did see a beautiful needle case, though. Yeah, I think we had that issue when we were test driving for this event. There was something else you need. There you go.
Ah, there we go. It was not you at all. It was my computer setup, because usually I have an earbud for work, and it was going to the earbud that is not actually on right now. What I had said was that originally I thought I didn't buy any yarn this week, but no, wait, I did. I did buy from Spin Me Yarn. Completely slipped my mind, so it'll be an extra surprise when it arrives, because I forgot that I even ordered it. And then yeah, the needles were just a set I've been lusting after for a very long time. I've wanted a Likey set. So I was waiting for the Yarn Hop as my excuse to buy the set. So that was my main purchase for the week, and then I got some other bits and pieces. And in terms of what I'm working on, I'm falling a little behind. I'm working on the Rocket Tee by Tennis Fiber Arts. So I'm actually doing the mohair. I sort of debated whether I wanted to do the mohair, but I'm doing the mohair with a merino alpaca silk fingering weight. So we'll see. It'll be my first t-shirt. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, so good. And thank you for your patience.
I've made 2 Rocket Tees so far, and I loved it. They both turned out really nice.
It's such a straightforward, easy pattern to follow. I'm really enjoying it.
Ooh, I wanted to show off I forgot about these adorable little pear stitch markers that I got along with my needles. And then there's like a pear-shaped, pear-shaped little stitch marker. It's so cute, and I love them, and they don't get in my way.
So somebody asked on YouTube in our chat, I just want to bring it up here as well real quick. I'm just going to mute you, Amanda, sorry. You can unmute yourself in a minute. But I just want to answer this question to everybody here, because I think you might be interested in the answer. And that is, that the question is, I'm a fairly new knitter, and are there any online classes at any of the partner stores that will be offered soon? And the answer is yes. Spin Me a Yarn is offering online classes right now that you can pre-register for on their website currently. They're going to be hosted entirely online, and you get a discount until midnight tonight at Spin Me a Yarn, and it applies to their online classes as well. So you can, if you're interested in that, now is the perfect time to sign up.
Hi. I just wanted to add to that. I've had classes at Spin Me a Yarn, and I've been going there as my local yarn shop hangout for a number of years. And the classes are really good. They're really well done. Trina is exceptionally patient, and so are the rest of the staff, and very easygoing. There's no high pressure sales. There's no, you know, edginess or anything like that. You can bring in whatever yarn you want for your class, and they help you out really well. So I wanted to throw that out there, give her some support.
I just want to say something to Stitch Noir. I bought a couple of weeks ago, when looking in the window when we weren't allowed to go inside, your tricolor of orchid. It's like 13, 20 yards. It just, I looked at it and go, wow, I have to have that. So I just spur of the moment bought it, and now I'm hunting for a pattern, but I think I found it.
That's awesome. Love to see what you come up with. I've seen one shawl made with that triad so far that someone shared with me, and it was really lovely.
Yes, I thought about doing a shawl, but I love tops, so I'm looking for something really simple, just to show off the color. I was thinking of doing Tegna, but the pattern might get lost in it, so I just want to do something clean, lines, easy. But I will definitely post it to you when it's done. Don't hold your breath for a year, okay?
No problem. Thank you.
If anyone wants a closer look at the set from Stitch Noir, I can pull it off the rack and you can look at it closer if you want, because it is really, really gorgeous. It's got a really nice fade to it. Let me turn off this light, then you get less glare. So you get more glare. All right. It's got some really beautiful depth to it.
You took some amazing photos of that, Emily. I want to hire you to be my photographer.
I just bought my first pro model camera a couple weeks ago, and so I've been learning. Like I used to borrow my dad's camera, so I knew kind of the basics of product photography, and now I have my own camera where I get to learn how to do it and expand on it. So the Yarn Hop photos were kind of an experiment to get a better handle on my brand new camera, which is, I find it very exciting. So thank you. Like I said, means quite a bit to me. It means I'm doing something that's working, which is always good to hear.
Hi again. I wanted to show off a really cute sock pattern. It's a free sock pattern by Pearl Soho. It's this little pom-pom sock. I didn't do the pom-pom yet. It's just really cute. And it's a top down with a, I can't remember what kind of heel that is. There's a heel. I'll show you guys. You can figure it out. And you can do all kinds of crazy colors and make them solid or not. And then I just wanted to show this. This is the matching sock to go with it. My 9-year-old asked for these socks. This is her pair. But if anybody wants to try to start a sock pattern, I was terrified of socks. I thought, oh, I can never do this. Anyway, these are the really simple, very easy to do socks. And just as a side note, I've used almost every kind of sock needle possible of the mini sock needles, and the best ones are their ChiaoGoos. So some of them are not sharp enough. Some of them, they've got a bad join. The ChiaoGoos are really, really amazing. So I now have to give them back to my friend Beverly and buy my own set.
Did anyone purchase anything this week from the Knitting Loft?
Check, check. I got some. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Some exquisite. It's Falkland wool with mulberry silk, and I got a lot of it. So I like to pretend that I'm gonna do one of Jennifer Steinglass's yoke sweaters with in black with the white detail. That's the plan.
I just did a test knit for her, the Cellulose sweater. That was my first one. I have several of her patterns and never got around to it. So they're all beautiful, but yeah, it turned out lovely.
I think I own about 10 patterns. I just haven't actually made anything yet.
It's so different to be in such a quiet space when I think about last year and being at the pub and how loud it was. And I'm sitting here going, where's the music? Where's the hustle and bustle? My house is so quiet, so everything is just, all I can hear is the fish tank going. It's really odd when I think of last year.
I did consider putting music on, but I felt like that would be too much of a bother than be an actual interesting thing. I'm sure Namita can speak towards the hustle and bustle
I
of
was
that.
just gonna say how nice it is to not be running around the restaurant, slipping on French fries with the board in my hand. It's like very peaceful, I have to say.
I
No, mine
found my, sorry, someone else. I found my purchase from Yarns Untangled. I bought some Juniper Moon Cumulus. No idea what I'm going to make with it, but it just called to me, and I got some lichen and lace in a pewter color for a sweater base. I got 3 of those. But this is what I love, the little pin, bicycle pin with the balls of yarn. Very cute. So that made me happy.
Their pin is adorable. That's the one that's designed by Twill and Print specifically for yarns.
I was just gonna say, I hope you guys don't mind that I switched over to spinning, but tomorrow's the end of the Tour de Fleece, so I have to get my yardage in before the end. And in so many years, it ends up that this is the same weekend as that, so it's really nice to be able to do both at the same time.
Amber, you've inspired me to put down my knitting and finish the plying that I put away this afternoon. That's a good thing. It's a good
As long as it was inspiration and not guilt, that's the most
Not at all.
important thing.
It's a matter of which project do I work on now when you have 13 projects in all sorts of fiber arts looking at you.
I know it's not going to dry overnight, so I'm trying to get it done as quickly as possible, so at least it's partially dry tomorrow. What team do you spin on, or do you?
The past couple of years I've been with Tour de Fleece, or no, Spin Foolish.
Okay.
And this year I'm with a Sisterhood of the Fleece, I think they're called, mostly based on the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm spinning with Team Canada, so.
Okay, I'm signing off, everyone. Thanks, Emily and the Yarn Hop team. Hopefully next year we can see everybody in person. It was nice getting together. Nice to see some knitters. Bye, everyone.
All right, everybody, I'm going to be turning off my video. I'll still be here listening in, but I'm going to be turning off my video just so that I can start sending you all out your emails and getting together organizing everybody's prizes. But thank you all for attending our Stitch It and for attending the live raffle drawing. And if you want to stay and continue to chat, you're more than welcome to. I will be closing the meeting at 9 o'clock at the latest. But I'm going to be turning off my video now, so you are more than welcome to hang around. But I wanted to wish everybody a good evening and say thank you again for participating in today's event, in this week's event this year.